Hello, Channel Right here. Today I'm going to show you how to set a trigger just with a small script to so you can knock out an area of lighting, disable the lighting grid. So you could be passing by in an aircraft, bomb a certain area, and that will knock the lights out of a city or a town or a factory or whatever you want. Um, So I'll just show you the script first, and I'll show you how I made this script. So the first thing you need to do is make a script called lights. So I just called it lights, and this is the parameter I used. So I'll put this in the description, and you can just copy and paste it into Notepad. And then once you've put it in Notepad, just go to File, Save As. Change it from text documents to all files and call it lights.sqf. That's what you need to call the file. And then let's go, as I showed you, save as, get rid of, call it all files and put the parameter in lights.sqf and save. So what I did was create my mission first and then did that and then reloaded the mission in. So to test it out, I just tested it on this quad bike here. So so you can't attach a trigger to a building, okay? So what I did was, as long as the building's destructible, you could go to a factory, like say this one over here. And as long as the factory is big enough, all you would need to do is put the quad bike or vehicle in there. You don't have to put people in it, just an empty quad bike will allow you to attach the trigger, of course, and that's how I do it. Okay then, so back onto how you knock these lights out. So obviously, first of all, you place a man down, which is me. I've given myself a satchel charge, which I'm going to blow this bike up with. Go into the bike. This is just an example, could be anything that's destructible. And I've given the bike the variable name bike. Obviously, you could call it Mickey Mouse if you wanted to, or anything like that that you will recognize in your game. So if it's a factory, just call it Factory 1. You don't have to call it bike. So there you go. And then the next thing I did was put a trigger down. And I synced, just to show you, I synced the trigger with the bike. Okay. And then you just leave all this malarkey alone. And the condition is exclamation mark alive, then a space, then the name of the thing you're blowing up or you want to be destroyed, bike, and then semicolon. And on activation, it's just telling the the game where to find that file to knock the lights off. Leave everything as it is. The third thing you need to do is put down an empty marker. So you just go to markers and empty and drag that, well, click on it and then click it on there so it turns up on your map. And variable name, just call it light source, because you'll see in the script, if I go back to the script, That's what the position of the marker is named. Obviously, you can name it anything you want. Light source in capitals on the script. And just to note that I did not create this script, so kudos to the person who originally created it. It is not my script. So put it where you want the lights to go off. Now this has a radius, so you can change that in the script. So yes, so you put that down and just name it light source. So we've got everything set up. So let's go and play it out and see if it works. So here we are in this little street here. You can see there's house lights on. I think and the street lights are on. And same up there. Street lights on and house lights. So this is the thing that is set up to be the trigger. So this could be in a factory or a power station. So just set that for 40-second timer. And then hightail it out of the blast zone. Behind this wall would be grand. Take a seat. So let's cut all the lights. And the lights have gone off over there. We're in. Watch out for those secondary explosions. You can see it's quite a big radius that. Let's knock them lights out. As I said, you can change this about with that if you want to increase the area. So it's pretty simple. Just do the SQF file, stick it, build the mission. This is what I did first. Build the mission, then come out of it, ArmA all completely, and do the SQF file the way I showed you, and then put that in the mission folder, which you'll find in your documents, ArmA 3. Missions, find the mission and put it in there, and then set the trigger and the marker down, and that should work. And this is an obscure map, so should work on all the vanilla maps as well. Anyway, it's channel right. Thanks for watching. Bye.